Hi, I'm Ed Highland, webcasting from the Dubai Air Show, and what a week it has been. Dubai Aerospace Enterprise making history with one of the biggest orders in civil aviation history, and Emirates announcing they were purchasing as many as 147 new planes. Joining me now is AINtv's editorial director, Charles Alcock. And Charlie, a tremendous amount of news. How do you pick out what is the biggest story of this event?
Well, quite simply, Ed, the biggest story of this event is that the already elevated expectations of the aerospace community for new business here have just been exploded almost beyond everybody's belief. The magnitude of these orders and the pace of these orders has just startled everybody I've spoken to in the industry. I think another thing is it gives us such a vivid illustration of what economic globalization really means in practice. Let's step back here. We've got the U.S. financial markets, frankly, in crisis over the credit squeeze. We've got, most Western businesses really, really hurting at the prospect of $100 a barrel oil. And yet, what do we see here in the Middle East? Money's absolutely no object. Capital can be just plucked out of pockets as easy as you like. And where does most of that money come from? The overly elevated oil prices that we in the West are paying. So, the old adage about if the U.S. economy is in trouble, the rest of the world's going to struggle too. It's ancient history. This market can carry on growing, apparently regardless of what's happening elsewhere.
There was a tremendous amount of hype going into this conference, a hype about how this was going to be one of the biggest someday. It almost is already fact one of the biggest because of the orders announced just this week.
Yes, and that's staggering too. I mean, at the beginning of the week, the Dubai Air Show organizers, who frankly aren't slow at putting themselves forward, made what at the time seemed like a pretty extravagant claim that they were going to be the world's biggest air show within another 10 years. And you know what? There was some giggling. There was some quiet giggling that was perhaps a rather overinflated pledge. But let's look at the facts here. I got my calculator out this morning. I'm up to about $70 billion worth of orders so far in just 2 or 3 days. Well, from my memory, the biggest comparable shows at places like Farnborough and Paris have drawn in about $52 billion in recent years. So, that claim isn't really looking so far-fetched now. And I think, possibly the last laugh could be with the folks here in Dubai.
Well, the folks here in Dubai also have been incredibly efficient at making sure the announcements of this magnitude are done here on their home turf. They could have done this any place at any show, but they waited until this time to do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're good at making money here, and they're also very good at PR. They know absolutely that by stockpiling this news and making all the announcements in one place at one time, once again, Dubai is going to be absolutely front and central of the world's news agenda. And once again, Dubai is going to be associated with wealth and apparently limitless growth. They know exactly what they're doing here.
Making everyone already look forward to 2009.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're going to be in a bigger air show site then. The growth potential for that show is extraordinary. And, I think we better stop guessing about what could come at those future shows because we'll probably have to see it to believe it.
Charles Alcock, thank you so much for joining us. And you made reference to it, but the organizers have said that the show is going to be moving much bigger, much better, as they say. In 2009, it will be held at the Dubai Exhibition World in Jebel Ali. Here's what the facility will look like when it's complete. The new air show site will double the physical size of the current event. And looking to the future, AINtv is looking forward to the next major show, which will be held in Singapore. Asia's largest aerospace and defense event will be held February 19th through the 24th, and AINtv will be there. We'll also be covering Heli Expo 2008 immediately following Singapore, February 24th through the 26th in Houston, Texas. Be sure to watch for our daily updates during the shows, including breaking news, new orders, and product announcements. Until then, for all of us here at AINtv, I'm Ed Highland. Thanks for watching.